Tammy, watching Free Speech TV in Spirit Lake, Iowa. Hey, Tammy, what's on your mind?
Hey, Tom. Well, I was just listening to your comments about taking our country back. And how do we take it back if we can't even have fair elections?
Right.
And I hope it's fair, but it just doesn't feel fair. It doesn't, and it didn't feel fair. I remember talking to you before the Iowa caucus, and I said, are we going to have a fair shot? So maybe you can just talk me off the ledge and tell me how to believe in.
Well, the bad news, Tammy, is that our election system is massively dysfunctional. That we've got electronic voting machines that are unreliable and hackable. We've got people in charge of elections who are partisan hacks. In many cases, secretaries of state like Chris Kobach in Nebraska, or Kansas, I guess, who just do everything or maybe it's Nebraska, whatever it is. I think it's Kansas. Who just, they're doing everything they can to make it harder and harder to vote. You've got 33 states now that have voter suppression laws. You've got political parties that are, as the people in Nevada found out last weekend, that pretty much work to say, hey, this is the club, we're the club members, and newcomers, a few, but So, there's all that, right? But the good news is that millions of people are waking up to this. And they're waking up to the fact that voter suppression is now actually a campaign tactic by the Republicans. They're waking up to the fact. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tammy.
Well, I was going to say, thank God. I mean, I was watching a program on IPT last week, Iowa Press, and there was a congressman on from Iowa, and I didn't catch who he was at first, but I was listening, and I thought, well, he's got to be a Republican. He was a Democrat, but he was for Keystone XL Pipeline, and he was for pink slime, and, things that I just wouldn't even begin to be in favor of, and he's a Democrat. So it's so hard to tell the difference, which is why Bernie was a breath of fresh air, is a breath of fresh air, but it's just harder and harder to. But I'm with you. I want to believe that people are waking up.
They are,
as long as we're not silenced.
People are absolutely waking up, and I'm actually very hopeful for the next couple of decades. Number one, it's getting increasingly difficult for the right wingers, for industry basically, to deny climate change and the people that industry controls. And so there's a possibility of a whole brand new industrial revolution based on clean energy, which could radically revitalize our nation and the world, frankly. Number one, and it could help us to avert complete disaster. And number two, our political processes. I think people are, as I said, they're waking up to the problems in them and starting to do something about it. I mean, the number of people who call into this program almost every day saying, hey, I got into politics. I'm now a precinct committee person, or I'm running. Yesterday we had a guy running for the House of Representatives in his state. And it's like, this is wonderful stuff. This is like, there's this entire generation of millennials who are being energized. And yeah, I get it that the Kochs are buying colleges and university professors and trying to indoctrinate them, but I don't think they're having much success. Tammy, thank you for the call, and thanks for watching Free Speech TV. We'll be right back. It's 10 minutes before you go.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.